Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ, and welcome to bowl season here in the CTU Dynasty in season number 2. Now, we are just short of the conference championship because West Virginia and both TCU and West Virginia both beat us this season, and West Virginia ended up keep winning. They beat us when they were number 5 in the country, and they will play for a conference title versus BYU, who is 8-4. Here we go. Let's take a look at the highlights of the Big 12 championship before hopping into our bowl game, as BYU starts it out with a nice touchdown. Here is Andy Williams with the throw across the middle. That is going to be complete for a huge gain of 57 to Jeff Davis. But then they get into a 4th and 1. Trying to go for it here at the 6. They throw to the flats, and that's knocked away. The BYU defense showing up early on in the first quarter and forced the first turnover of the game. But Andy Williams does get another opportunity in the second. Here he is taking a read option. He is a pure pocket passer. It's so funny to see them running the read option with him. But he makes it 7-7. Here is Williams now stepping up in the pocket. And the ball is on the ground. Picked up by BYU, and they will take over. This 8-4 BYU squad is making this a game. West Virginia is playing for a national championship bid as they run the read option to the left side. This is going to be a stop by the defense again. BYU showing up here. They want to upset West Virginia and ruin their championship hopes. In the second half, more defense by BYU. Andy Williams throws his first pick of the game, 2 turnovers total, and BYU just sticking it to him on defense. Van Barnes, he gets his second touchdown run of the evening. 8-4 BYU just making plays. Another play in the third quarter. This is a diving interception off of the deflection by Justin Mills. How about BYU just making this a game? Now it comes down to the last 2 minutes. Here is Andy Williams, down by 7, throwing the ball across the middle. This one is a big-time gain of 28 to Sean Riggs, one of his favorite targets. Riggs is shaking up a couple of plays later, but here's a quick throw. Roy Blanks, the tight end, he picks up a first down. This drive continues. 30 seconds to go in the game. Andy Williams steps up, thinking about throwing, but he decides to run it out the last second. 4th and 5. One more play. Throwing to the right side. They convert. It's now down to 14 seconds, and here comes Williams, 1st and 10. 10 seconds to go. Leaves this one for the end zone, and it's going to be picked off by BYU. They will upset number 1 West Virginia. 3 turnovers in this game through the air for West Virginia, 1 on the ground, and BYU's defense wins it, and they will upset the number 1 team in the country and ruin their national title hopes in the Big 12 championship. What a game. Then we later find out UNC ends up winning their championship just by 1. They had an early lead and let FSU come back. So that means we move up to the number 3 spot and will play in the Rose Bowl, where we were projected to play Clemson coming into this week. But now Clemson moves up into the national championship, and we will face number 4 Oklahoma. Oklahoma has a couple of All-Americans, a right tackle, a defensive tackle, but we have a couple of All-Americans of our own, including a true freshman first team All-American Smoke Wyatt. Incredible season he had. I'm excited to see what he can turn into in the future. And then Tyler Ashley, the award-winning preseason All-American turned All-American, 2022 Bednarik Award, the 2022 Thorpe Award as well. 3 interceptions this year. He's definitely made plays. Quentin Woods is the quarterback for Oklahoma. He is a dual threat. He has been banged up this year. He's missed about a couple of games, but he could be turnover prone. He's thrown 10 interceptions, and the backup quarterback also threw 4 on his own. And you already know they have a good running game. They always do, and they have good receivers. So this is going to be a tough matchup here for the CTU defense. But then on offense, we're going to have a tough matchup as well. Alex White is an excellent defensive end, one of the top guys going in the draft next year. And then Courtney Gaines is also one of those All-American safeties. He was a second-team All-American on his own. So let's get this game underway. The Rose Bowl in Pasadena, as here is the freshman James Wilkins. He plays in his first bowl game of his career. Hopefully he plays in one every single year. As here we go. CTU's number 3. We're playing with the new revamped update. Man, it looks beautiful. The first carry of the game will go to Calvin Smith, who is kind of in the doghouse, to be honest. He fumbled twice last game, but he does get the first carry today. 2nd and 1 throw. The first pass of the game should have been picked off by Gaines. Instead, he was not playing heads-up defense. 3rd and 1. This time, Johnson out of the pocket. He's going to take off. He picks up a block by Adrian Shields and slides down. It's going to be a first down as we move the chains for the first time in this game. BJ now handing off to Adrian Johnson, who's going to get the bulk of the carries in this game. He loses one on that carry. He is a senior playing in his final game as well as BJ Johnson at quarterback. 2nd and 11, getting out of the pocket is BJ. He throws at the last second, and he's got Flint Steele downfield. They actually called this incomplete, but second look says he's inbounds. We go and challenge that play, and it looks like that at least one of the feet are in on that catch, and they do reverse it and call that a catch. It's a first down. So now we get it to the 32-yard line. Read option, good blocking, and there's Johnson. He takes it for a gain of 6. So we're moving the ball here on this drive, and here we go. 3rd and 4 at about the 26. They send pressure. Johnson gets rid of it, and it's picked off by Phillips. Phillips takes it back, breaks a couple of tackles, breaks through another couple of tackles, and takes it across the 50, eventually being brought down by Flint Steele. A flag on the play. They're going to call clipping, so the interception will stand. But take a look. The pressure got in there right away, and it looked like B.J. Johnson, if he would have held that like a half second later, he probably would have took the sack. But if no pressure was there, he had Marone open, but the timing was just off. The pressure was right there perfectly. So the first turnover of the game by B.J. is here is Xavier Woods dropping back. He goes down, Quentin Woods, I should say. He loses 8. It's Jamarcus Lexington, the defensive captain. He's a junior. He will be returning next season. And that's a big sack right there. They're all the way back at the 20. And that brings in the backup quarterback, Watts, for his first pass. Will be incomplete. It looked like Woods was shaken up on that play, so he will have to get looked at by the trainers. So here is CTU's offense backing onto the field. Here's a throw to the sideline. Flint Steele. And a drop by the freshman. He's definitely going to need to hold on to the ball next year, because I think that we're going to have more of a position battle at receiver. We definitely have had some inconsistencies this year. 3rd and 10. Pressure again. Incomplete. Oklahoma comes up with the stop. And here comes Watts, the backup quarterback, out onto the field. His first pass is to Kali across the middle. That's a gain of 5. Kali, however you say it. His first reception of the game, as that brings it to a 3rd and 3 at the 39. A weird throw into traffic, and that one could have been picked off. Maybe that's the inexperience of Jermaine Watts right there, forcing that throw. And here comes CTU back out onto the field. Play action fake to start the next drive. Here's a throw to the right side. Cookie Rockman, the fullback, and his first catch of the game goes for a first down. So here we are with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw, and it's Kentrell Kraft who caught it with speed. Runs over a defender and picks up a gain of 9 yards. Right at the 50 now, handoff to Adrian Johnson, who breaks a tackle, spins free, gain of 5. He gets the start today in his last game as a Lion, as here we are in the center. Throwing to left side. It's Jackson the junior. He has it for a gain of 23, the biggest gain of the game that is ruled a catch. The other one was overturned, and it is a first down. 2nd and 9 now. Here is Jack Solomon playing in his final game as well. The former quarterback turned running back. He goes for a gain of 4 yards. It's now a 3rd and 5. Johnson throwing. Mike Marone. This time he holds on. It's a gain of 7. Nice, long, methodical drive put together by the Lions. As we back it up a little bit here on a 2nd and 14. Here's a read option, and BJ just gets absolutely tattooed on that play as that brings it to the 12, 3rd and 12. At the end of the first quarter, this might be the last play. Johnson gets the snap off, throwing to the middle of the field, and it's a touchdown. It's Mike Marone. He gets in. He leads us in catches and yards this year, and he gets in from about 12 yards out. Good start to this game, 7-0. So it looks like there's 1 second remaining on the clock here at the end of the first quarter. Here is Woods trying to take off. It's a sack. It's the All-American Smoke Wyatt on the sack as we start the second quarter. Trips to the left side this time. Woods throws, and that one is going to be picked off. It's Vincent Showcross playing in his final game. Touchdown. Pick 6 for Vincent Showcross. And what an interception. It looked like from Woods' perspective, his receiver was wide open. Showcross just jumps it. Pick 6, 14-0, just like that. So here we go now with the 14-point lead. Airing it out on the first play of the next drive. It's Turner down the right sideline, eventually gets tripped up. 58 yards for Mike Turner, beating Jerome Henry on the outside. And that's a big-time throw. Good way to bounce back that time by Woods. He runs the option on the next play. He pitches it late to Coley, and he picks up a gain of 7. This 9-3 Oklahoma team is tough. You can already see on defense they're tough. On offense they're tough. Quick throw. Mike Moore. Gain of 3. I want to point out the true freshman James Wilkins. He's going to be the top cornerback coming into next year, but I'm not sure I can put him on the outside. He is so good in that nickel corner position as that brings it to a 4th and 2. Woods from the pocket. They go for it. It's a quick touchdown pass to Chad Coley. 7 yards out, and it will be a 14-7 game. Nice little drive put together by Oklahoma. So here we go, back on offense. Here's a quick throw on a screen pass, Adrian Johnson, and he picks up a gain of 10. First down now, close to the 36-yard line. Here's a quick throw to Mike Marone, and he has it for a gain of 6. Mike Marone has been good today. No drops so far. Pitch play out to the right side. 2nd and 4, and Johnson gets to the edge. It's a gain of 13. Playing in his final game, you know he wants to get the rock. Jack Solom checks in. He follows his blocks up the middle, and he falls forward for a gain of 8. The seniors are getting the ball today. He moves the chains on that one as Johnson checks back in. Here is B.J. Johnson, 5 wide out there in the pocket. Throws off his back foot, and it's going to be incomplete. Alvin Martindale just dropped one of the easiest picks you'll have all season long. And we line up to kick this field goal. This is from 52 yards. The wind is actually in our face by 1 mile an hour, but we're going to try it anyway. Justin Caputo, the kick is just short. It looks like Caputo's range is just at 50 yards. I think 51 would have hit off the crossbar right there. 52 was just a yard or 2 short. So here we go, back on defense, running a little bit of a jet sweep. Moore gets it, breaks a tackle, picks up a couple of blocks, and he's gone off to the races. A big-time run by Moore. 14 up just like that. It looked like he broke a tackle, spun away, and that actually avoided Smoke Wyatt as well, and then picks up a nice block downfield. And it's a tie ball game just like that. Here is Adrian Johnson getting the handoff, and that was one of the cases where the sliders come into play. You can't preview the play, so if you forget the play, you can't look at it. We lost 2 on that one. Here's a quick throw. Mike Marone, and that is a big-time catch and run. It's a gain of 26. Quick throw by BJ, and he's also showing that accuracy on that throw as well. 1st and 10, read option, loss of 3. BJ Johnson has shown that he can be that leader, but Oklahoma is really, really bringing it today on defense. Johnson scrambling on the 2nd and long, and he runs out of bounds. Gain of 15, getting all of that yardage back. It's like when you stop BJ, he's going to make a big play like that one. And now it's a 1st down. Quick throw to the right side. It's Jackson. Jackson, gain of 15. That was a tight window for BJ Johnson. Design quarterback run now. We're inside the red zone. That play won't work. Only a gain of 1 yard. That brings in Jay Lionel for a 3rd and 9 attempt here. I'm not sure what CTU's doing. They're going to throw the football. Incomplete. We actually fooled them to think we were going to run some type of option that time with Lionel in the game, and we threw the ball, and he could not make the throw. We had to settle for 3 on that drive. If Lionel makes that throw, it's now a touchdown game, but instead it's just a 3-point game. Woods in the pocket, quick throw, throwing across the middle. Down by 3. We'll see if he can put together a 2-minute drive. That brings it to a 3rd and 3 now. The clock hits 1 minute. Looks like they're running some clock a little bit. Oklahoma throws to the right side. Incomplete. Quentin Woods just absolutely sailed that one, and they have to punt it away. So they give us an opportunity before half to possibly get some points on the board. B.J. Johnson now back into the game. He rolls to the left side. He's got space. He's going to take off and dive for the first down. Good run by B.J. It's a gain of 10. This clock continues to run here. The clock did not stop. Here is Johnson moving to the right side. He's going to stop and throw this one to Johnson. And he just picks up a gain of 9. We have to call our first timeout of the half. Just at the 48. Design looks like RPO, but Johnson fumbles. And it's picked up by the right tackle, Samuel Drew. And it's going to be a first down. And now the clock continues to run now. 23 seconds to go. BJ throws across the middle. It's Mike Marone who's got it. It's a gain of 16 yards for a first down. 5 for 67 for Mike Marone. As now we call our second timeout. 15 seconds to go. BJ in the pocket, moves, thinks about throwing, but he runs it anyway, and he picks up a gain of 10. Just getting into field goal range. That's all we wanted to do right there. We get it down to 4 seconds. We kick the field goal. This one is going to be good. That's how the first half ends. I think we left a touchdown on the board on that previous drive, but nonetheless, we go up by 6 going into halftime, seeing if we can get to 11 wins. So second half action now. It looks like CTU is on defense to start this half. It is going to be Woods in the pocket. He's going to take off right away up the middle when he scrambles for a gain of 4 yards. Quentin Woods has not been able to use his legs as much as he's wanted to. Here's a read option. Handoff to Wallace, who has been stopped as well. The Oklahoma Sooner running game has not been what we thought they would be. 3 for 6 yards for Wallace. 3rd and 1. Handoff to Wallace again. He spins away, and it almost was stopped in the backfield. It's a gain of 7 yards. As now they're across the 50 on this first drive. Here is Woods now in the pocket. 1st and 10. Throw it to left side. He's got his tight end Miller picking up a gain of 8. So maybe this is going to be one of those long drives where they just go down the field little by little. Hand off to Wallace. Big time hole up the gut. It's going to be a gain of 11 now. Looks like they're coming 5 wide, but this time it's a quarterback design draw, and it's going to be a tackle in the backfield. It's not officially a sack, but Sion Okafor is there. It's a loss of 3, and the senior's playing in his last game as well. Coley now gets the catch on a 3rd and long, and he will only get a gain of 7. They will come in to knock down this field goal. The kicker just hits it just absolutely outside of the crossbar. That is insane. How do you miss the chip shot from that distance? But Oklahoma's kicker cannot get that one to go. So now we have the 6-point lead here. Maybe we can get that touchdown back on this drive. As now here's BJ throwing to the right side. It's going to be a first down catch this time by Kentrell Kraft, who has only his 2nd catch of the game. Looks like it's a 2nd and 7 now. Speed option to the left side, and it's going to be a stop by Alex White, who was that defender we were worried about coming into this game. That's only his first tackle of the game. 3rd and 8 now. They send the pressure. Here's Johnson throwing to the left side, and that is going to be incomplete. He had Kentrell Kraft wide open. So here is CTU back on defense. It looks like we pin them deep inside their own 10. Here is a speed option play. That's going to be a stop. Loss of 2 by the All-American Tyler Ashley. Here is Burke on the fullback dive up the middle. He picks up a gain of 8, bringing it to about the 12-yard line. 3rd and 4. Running a man in motion. Woods in the pocket, gets hit on the throw, and he's going to get it away. And that is caught by Nick Jack for a gain of 7 yards. and a first down. What a conversion right there. Oklahoma still alive. Throwing to left side. This is Chad Coley. Gain of 18 as well. So it looks like Woods is on fire now. He hasn't missed a throw in a while. Here's a quick throw. Coley again. And Tyler Ashley stops him for a gain of 5. It's going to bring it to a 3rd and 8 again. Just at the 50. 5 wide out there. Oklahoma throws it across the middle. It's caught by Brandon Alvarez. It's now a 4th and 2. Oklahoma is going to line up to go for this. They're at about the 44-yard line, and if they don't get it, we'll have a short field. 4th and 2 throw to the left side. It's going to be Nick Jack again out of the backfield. First down. Good conversion right there by Woods. He hasn't missed a throw in a long time. Here he is throwing across the middle. This is caught by Mike Turner, who had that big-time reception to start the second half. And now here they go. Handoff. Wallace. Another first down. These Oklahoma drives are really starting to kill us now as they're inside the red zone. So Oklahoma now at the 15-yard line. Here's a throw to left side. This is going to be caught by Coley again. Another 3rd down, 4th down conversion. And now they're at the 9, 1st and goal. 5.5 to go here in the game. Handoff to Wallace, running over a defender and picks up a gain of 5. As now they get it to the 4-yard line. It's a 2nd and goal carry. It's going to be Wallace. 4 yards out for the touchdown. And once again, Oklahoma scores. And they score another touchdown. We have not scored a touchdown since that pick 6. And now Oklahoma has the 1-point lead. Now with 5 minutes to go, we want to milk this clock and use this clock wisely. Here's a 2nd and 3 throw to Jack Solomon out of the backfield, and he gets to about the 46-yard line. We have 4 minutes to work with. We have to try to run the football, use balance on this drive. Under 4 minutes, handoff to Adrian Johnson. He has a couple of blocks. He picks up 10 and loses the football. It's picked up by Oklahoma. Adrian Johnson, the senior, playing in his last game. He's got to protect the football. He does everything right on this play, except hold on to the ball. And Oklahoma takes over after the fumble. So 3.5 to go. Here is Woods trying to take off in a big-time hit. Tyler Ashley just lays the wood on him. And now 3 minutes to go. 3rd and 10. Throw out to the sideline. And it's going to be a first down. That was a cover 3 right there. How do we let somebody get outside of our zone? As now here we go. Another first down toss. This time to Mike Moore. 2 minutes left. We have 2 timeouts. Oklahoma's going to use this clock. 1st and 10 now. They elect to throw the football. They do to the right side. Mike Turner. I am surprised they threw that. We call our 2nd timeout of the game. 1 timeout remaining. Handoff to Ray Wallace. He picks up 3. 3rd and 1. This first down could win it. Woods running the option. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. It's Joseph Crawford Jr. He's just made play after play this season. But pay attention here. They line up for the field goal. And they try to milk this clock down. But at a minute 12, a false start penalty. So we just get a free timeout right there because the clock stops. They move back 5 yards, kick the field goal, and now we have over a minute to go the length of the field. 24-20. The first pass out to the right side. Mike Marone. We need you to make these plays, and plays like that just leave you shaking your head. A big drop. 3rd and 10. Johnson throws, and Mike Marone is not looking for it. It's a 4th and 10. This could be over on this play at our own 18. Snap. They send the pressure. We throw across the middle. It's caught. Kentrell Craft goes for a gain of 16. But you have to wonder if Mike Marone makes that catch. We're already across the 50-yard line. 45 seconds to go. Here's a throw to the right side. That's Adrian Johnson, who loses his footing. His spot on the field, loss of 7 yards. Back at the 28 now, 2nd and 17. Quick throw. It's caught by Adrian Shields in a first down. Gain of 19. 38 seconds left. We step out of bounds on that catch as well. The clock stops here at 34 seconds. Here is Johnson rolling to left side. He throws this one out of bounds. 2nd and 10 now. 33 seconds to go. BJ rolls to the right side, stops, throws downfield, and it's Adrian Johnson. He has it at about the 27. It's a big time throw. We had to hurry it up to the line though. 26 seconds to go. BJ under pressure. He just gets rid of it right away to Brian BJ Johnson, and he cannot step out. The clock continues to run, and now we're at 12 seconds, 10 seconds, 9. David Potter is now in the game. He rolls to the right side, throws on the run, and it's incomplete. 4 seconds to go. BJ Johnson is shaken up. He comes out of the game, so David Potter throws the last pass of this game. Here we go, a 3rd and 7. We got to go to the end zone. Potter throws it to nobody. But there's a flag on the play. Pass interference on the best defender on Oklahoma, Courtney Gaines. Ryan Kovac was in the game, the senior, and he holds him up from getting to his spot. That looks like an uncatchable ball, but you just can't do that. We get a second life here. BJ Johnson checks in. Now we have 1 play left at the 9. Johnson drops back to throw, and he throws it incomplete. We cannot make the play with 0 seconds on the clock, and Oklahoma will win the Rose Bowl. What a way to end that game. That was a true heartbreaker because there were so many opportunities to me. Mike Marone dropping that big 28-yard gain. I mean, when he caught it, it was at 28 yards. So if he would have kept running or at least run out of bounds, it would have been about 55, 56 seconds left. At about the 50 or so yard line, we wouldn't have had to rush with some of these play calls because a lot of that we were hurrying up to the line and doing whatever. I feel like that was a big time drop. And then obviously the Adrian Johnson fumble when we were actually driving with about 4 minutes left. That was huge because Oklahoma went down and got a field goal, and that put it to a 4-point game instead of keeping it at a 1-point game, or we could have just kicked a field goal right there at the end of the game. But instead we had to score a touchdown. So many missed opportunities in this game, to be honest with you, and it just sucks to lose, especially having such a great season in season number 2 in this series. That's incredible. But we just could not hold on. I mean, it was incredible. We had so many seniors, so many dominant players this season, and I thought this was going to be like one of those miracle seasons, but now everything changes because we lose so many starters. I mean, so many. We will go over each one of those starters next episode, but like we lose everybody kind of. I mean, on offense, we kind of stay the same, but BJ Johnson was such a huge part. He's graduating. Adrian Johnson, the running back, he's graduating. We have just a ton of guys leaving us this year. It sucks to not get that last victory, but such a close game, 24-20. Both teams were kind of even in this game, to be honest with you. We went 4 of 10 on third down. They went 5 of 12. They went 2 of 2 on fourth, which was very, very crucial. They had a couple of big clutch third down conversions. We had 2 turnovers. They had 1, but we just can't hold on. BJ Johnson throws for a school record 28 touchdown passes, which is pretty awesome. A good way to send him off. And I think there are some more records we can probably break in this series. The receiving touchdown record in the season is only 12. I think we can top that if we get a good receiver. And then maybe even career receiving yards. I thought Kraft would be close to that, but he did not end up really having a big season, so I don't think that's going to happen. Well, the College Football National Championship goes to North Carolina. They end up defeating Clemson 35-14 in a game that probably wasn't that close. The Big 12 actually does terrible in bowl games. Kansas State loses. BYU loses. UCF also loses 0-3. Then Colorado Tech obviously lost 0-4. West Virginia has our back, though. They were supposed to go to the Natty. They win, so 1-4. And then TCU loses. 1-5 is our conference in bowl games. Definitely not the ending that our conference was looking for. Robert Brown out of South Alabama ends up winning the Heisman Trophy. Congratulations to him. And just looking at our schedule, I mean, I think we were just so close to getting to that national championship, but the way that ended, I don't know if we should have been in it. We didn't win the Rose Bowl, so I don't think we have an argument there. But this was definitely a season where I believe we overachieved to a T. I mean, to be honest with you, like, we did well. We won a lot of close games, but then we needed a lot of stuff to break our way as well. But that's football. I love these sliders this year. It made all the games a little different, and the play calling definitely added some element of surprise to the series, because there were times when I wouldn't have run a certain play, but the coordinator would have called it, so I had to run it. And I love that element of the game. I definitely am enjoying these sliders, and this new update looks beautiful. Love the new score bug. Hope you guys did too. Hope you guys enjoyed the Rose Bowl. Next episode will be the off season, so I can't wait to get into that. We have so much to unpack in that episode, so you don't want to miss it. Hit subscribe, hit that like button. Stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.
I like getting money, I got time to get it. Target on me, so my car's a tinted. Dancing with the devil, I don't bargain with it. Bobbing in the dash, and the stick is with it. And I hit the 4-5 on the west side, but I'm from the east side. This how we slide, this how we ride, yeah, this how we ride.